Hello everyone and welcome to your first Monday, day 4, May 4th, May the 4th be with you. We have a mobility flow, or should I say mobility flow we have for you.
That's a good one.
We're gonna do some 90-90 sequence and then we have a special treat afterwards. Follow me for the standard, follow Roger for the modification on that one. All right, we're both gonna go through the 90-90 progression though, and we invite you to do whatever you can to simulate what we're doing. Okay, so our feet are gonna be outside our hips. We're gonna let our knees fall to one side, making sure that we got 90 degrees. I'm a little bit inside 90 degrees, so I'm gonna push my leg out a little bit. And then we'll just check on the other side as well, rotating on the heels. There we go, good. So 2 90-degree angles, and then choose one side. Let's just go back to the other side and then bring ourselves over top of our shin. Grab onto your foot. Now I want us to do body waves. So chest comes down, chin comes to the chest, and then we roll up one vertebrae at a time. And we'll just keep doing body waves like the waves in the ocean. Making sure that we're synchronizing the breath with the motion. So breathe in on the way up, breathe out on the way down, trying to reach as much range of motion as possible here, as deep as we can. All right, now I want you to rotate so that your shoulders are now in line, your nose is now in line with your toes, and you're gonna have less range of motion here, but we're gonna try and do the same exact thing. Chest towards the toes, nose and chin down, and then roll up. So it's just on a bit of an adjusted angle here. And then sometimes my leg creeps forward, so I'm just gonna look really quick to make sure that both my legs are bent 90 degrees, and that there's 90 degrees between my two legs as well. And we're breathing, very nice. All right, now I want us to bring our chest low, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna oscillate from left to right, over top of our shin, but we're gonna go from our toes all the way to over top of our knee. And then I want us to just find some tight areas. I wouldn't call them problem areas, but just tight areas. And then when you feel that tightness, you can stop, you can do a couple body waves to kind of loosen it out. And then just go back to scanning from left to right and breathing and smiling. So we're scanning back and forth, finding any trouble areas. We're breathing as we do this as well. And take your final deep breath in this position. And then I want us to keep your chest low, and then I want us to walk over to our elbow behind our knee, or in front of our knee, depending on how you look at it. Yeah, I want us to take a deep breath in and open up our chest, reach our arm up, and as we exhale, drop our hand down underneath, dive through, underneath the ribs and the ground. And again, open up. And then while you're opening up, you can make sure you have 90 degrees between your knees and back down. Again, we're gonna open up and dive through. Very good. Again, opening up nice and big and dive through. And here's our last one, so try and reach a couple centimeters extra as you dive through. There we go. Very nice. Now try and keep your chest low. Walk yourself back over your shin. And now let's do one more body wave to come back to neutral. And look, 90 degrees. 90 degrees. We're doing great. I hope you're doing great. at home. Hopefully you see the angles from up there. All right, let's switch sides. So we're gonna come back to the center and rotate to the other side. Whoo, a little bit tight because we were just on the other side for quite a while. Okay, 90 degrees, 90 degrés, 90 degrés, 90 degrés. Okay, I've repeated myself enough. Main sur le pied. Et on va commencer avec les body waves, les ondulations au-dessus de notre tibia. C'est parti. Prenez des grandes respirations pendant que vous faites ça. Et vous pouvez aussi assurer entre chaque rep que vous avez 90 degrés entre chaque genou et entre les deux jambes. Très bien. Et maintenant, on va ajuster jusqu'au-dessus de notre orteil. Alors, le nez au-dessus de l'orteil. Et on fait les ondulations. Et les ondulations, ce qu'on veut faire avec les ondulations, on veut aller de plus en plus profond pendant qu'on fait ça. Alors, on ne veut pas juste rester au même... profondeur tout au long de ça. On veut utiliser notre motion du corps et notre respiration pour aller encore plus en plus bas vers le sol à chaque ondulation. Très bien. Là, on va amener la poitrine au-dessus du tibia. En fait, on va baisser la poitrine le plus bas que possible et on va faire des basculements de un côté à l'autre. On va regarder dans la direction, dans le sens qu'on va. Et si jamais on sent que, comme Roger il fait, il sent qu'il est un peu plus serré dans cette région-là, il va faire des ondulations et après ça, on va continuer de basculer de un côté à l'autre, de respirer. Très bien. Ça fait du bien pour le bas du dos et les hanches. Très bien tout le monde. Maintenant, on va garder la poitrine basse, mais on va aller sur le coude en arrière. Et on va commencer par ouvrir la poitrine en inspirant. Et en expirant, on va plonger en dessous de nos côtes. Et on va essayer d'aller plus en plus profondément. Ok, encore une fois, on ouvre. Et on expire en plongeant. Encore une fois, on ouvre la poitrine. Et on plonge en dessous. Encore une fois, on ouvre. Pardon. Et on plonge. Sorry, I was enjoying that last rep a bit too much. Open up one last time. And down. Coude au sol. Et on reste là pour 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. On revient au-dessus du tibia et on fait une ondulation pour compléter ce séquence-là. Excellent. Okay, everyone, let's do some just windshield wipers with the legs to loosen up the hips a little bit after having stayed in the same position for a while. So we're rotating. We're making sure that our hips are doing all right. All right, now, here's the special treat. Okay? Here's the special treat. And this is just for you Star Wars fans out there, okay? So, may your form be strong and your force be stronger on this movement. we're gonna do something called box get up. So you're gonna have to use the force to really help you get up here. Roger is gonna do the pigeon version. I'm gonna do the standing version. However, if you do like a modified version where you get up onto your knee only or something like that, then that's just fine as well, okay? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna keep the legs 90 degrees as much as possible in the center. The expert version would be no hands, but if you need to use your hands, that's fine. We're gonna roll up onto one shin. I'm gonna put my foot down and stand. Then I'm gonna put my knee back down and then come back down into my 90-90 before switching to the other side to do the same thing. And then Roger is doing the pigeon version this way, coming up over top of his shin. His bum is still coming off the ground, right? So make sure that you do that. That's what we want really, is the pivot from bum to knee. Okay? And then we'll come back down. I forget how I even got here. How did I get here? Knee down, knee down. There we go. Okay, so we're gonna do this 5 times, 6 times actually, 3 per side to end off today. Okay? All right. So we'll go at your own pace, and maybe we can go in the same direction so I don't accidentally knee you or something like that. So let's go to the left first, right. Okay? 3, 2, 1, c'est parti. 1. And 2. Woo! 3. 4. 5. I'm barely even using my mat at this point. And 6. And we can come back in the center and just chillax. Whew. How was that?
That was good.
Yeah, that was good. Good job everyone for the mobility today. I hope Monday, May the 4th has treated you well so far. And I think Roger said he had some parting words for us on this day.
Absolutely. Strong you are, but stronger you'll become, especially throughout this Summer Ready Challenge.
You got it. All right, everyone, have an awesome Monday. We'll see you tomorrow.